Welcome, everyone, to College Park, Maryland, home of the Maryland Terrapins. Fans have been eager for this clash coming up in what some affectionately refer to as the Snake Pit. We've got a sensational matchup for you. Fans have been filing in and getting ready for this game. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the Colorado Buffaloes, taking on a team from the ACC, the Maryland Terrapins. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollock and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Terrapins will put total leather to crank us up. Fielded in the end zone. It's Hayden. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First down here for the offense. Leaves it with the running back. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
That kind of pickup on first down, and you can take a shot here on second and short. From the gun, give on the inside. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the first down.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
That was an eyelash away from being picked off, and that is not the way to set the tone with a near pick on your opening drive. The incomplete pass leaves him with second down. From the gun, running back gets to give. Defense fills those gaps. He's got one to the 28.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on third and long from the 28. Looking to pass. It's Sanders. Still from the pocket, fires over the middle. And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35.
I don't have enough adjectives to describe how clean that pocket was. Squeaky, immaculate. I mean, my goodness, he had so much time to throw the football. He's bound to have success.
Use the play fake, now to throw. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
This defense knew they had a tall task playing against this Heisman-caliber quarterback, and the best way to affect him is with pressure. They were able to hit him on that play, and that forced the incompletion.
They'll try to pop the draw. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
And for a draw play to be successful, it's not just the quarterback that has to sell pass, but also the offensive line. The tackles really letting their defensive ends rush upfield, guards and centers passing their guys off at the last second, and then running down the field trying to get hats on hats in the second level. Beautiful execution.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you could tell it extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hit.
And into the end zone. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. The Buffaloes line it up with a first and goal. They'll try to pound their way in. And they can't punch it in with a first down run, and the defense has one stop.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
They'll run it to the left here, looking for the goal line. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
And that was a nice second down run and setting up third and inches. And now it's physical time, right? Like, they know you might run the football. You know you probably want to run the football. How can you be more physical? Sometimes bring some extra bodies, some extra tight ends in. Go to that play that you know is your short yardage play.
And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Buffaloes!
And that is exactly what you love to see as a head coach. Watching your offense take the field, first drive of the game, and you're methodical. And you take what the defense gives you. You make good decisions. You don't have negative plays. You don't have missed assignments. That shows your head coach that you are locked in and ready to go.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. And he winds up right where he would have on the touchback. Goes out of bounds at the 25. The offense set for a first down play. They'll go to the ground. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 after the 29.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
He's got it again. Knocked down after getting 6 all the way out to the 34-yard line.
Just a simple power play. Again, not sexy, run the ball up the middle. Physicality, offensive line gets to assert themselves, run block, what they love to do. This pays dividends down the road in the fourth quarter.
Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. He's got his man, makes the grab. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. 3rd and short, and I guess the only thing they really took out of play in the shotgun was the quarterback sneak.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I like to do, Reese. I mean, 3rd and inches, I want to run the quarterback sneak, run the football, but this team fully comfortable throwing the football, and you see why. Easy pitch, easy catch, first down.
Running with some authority as he bangs his way to the 43.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
The give to the back. The Terrapins get the first down.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
Okay, the offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. Jackrabbit. Gorilla. He's going to pass. Coming after it. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. First down sack, pushes it back. Now it's 2nd down. Wants to throw. It's Edwards. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. You see a defensive lineman come up with a play like that, make the sack, they start building some momentum to impose their will up front.
Man, there ain't nothing better than getting a stack. That's what you keep track of on defensive line. You're like, yeah, I already got one. You start keeping a tally of how many you can get. That's what you dream about. You dream about getting to the quarterback. Yes, the tackles are...
And he's got it inside the 25. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
And how about the big strike down the field? I love when offenses take shots down the field, try to make big plays. Now they're set up in the red zone.
Into the end zone, and he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Maryland! If you're able to move the ball in a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to pay big dividends.
Oh, he's going to take a chance and bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. He'll come out throwing on first down. He's looking deep. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
That's an example of the offensive coordinator trying to be aggressive and trying to take a shot. Now, the offense isn't able to click on that play, but moving ahead in the second half, it's important they continue to dial up these big plays. You want to stay aggressive, and you want to keep testing this second.
They make the stop, and that'll bring the first quarter to a close. They've changed ends of the field, now facing third down as they go back to work. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Caught close to the marker, it's Hunter. Afterburner's coming. Running inside the 20. And he'll take it all the way. They couldn't bring him down. Touchdown, Bucs! They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Oregon is currently ahead right now in Autzen Stadium, but they just haven't been able to separate themselves offensively. They're up by 11 over the Pandas. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Maryland has the ball back and the Terrapin offense ready to go. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. The gift to the back. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Slips a tackle. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Got him, and nobody's close. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40.
And that's why this guy's a complete running back. He's good between the tackles, he can pass block, but he can also run routes. And we're not just talking about screens or swing routes. This guy gets vertical down the field, and he can run the route tree.
And defense nowadays, they don't look at stats of what is the yards per rush. They look at how many negative plays they can create. Because why? Now you look at 2nd down, man, it just became very predictable for this offense. Nice job creating the loss on 1st down.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best corner.
Fast motion from the offense. Dropping back, it's Edwards. Sends it downfield. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. He's got a 1st down and maybe a lot more. Not much of a 4th down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. And the Terrapins are marching down the field.
42 Spider.
They'll run it. It's McDonald.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone.
325.
On second down, he'll let it fly. Caught near the stick. It's Hemby. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with the first down.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
The Terrapins will try to put one on the board on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Terrapins!
Big question mark for this offense coming into the year, guys. Who could score touchdowns? Who are going to be their biggest playmakers on offense? This guy scored in the first game. He's off to a great start. This one with that touchdown. This guy looks like the real deal.
All tied up and just about set to kick it away. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute.
And the sack all the way back at the 5.
You know, David, I love defenses that stay aggressive, especially at this point of the field. They've got pass rushers on this unit with speed and that are aggressive, and they can win one-on-one. We saw it right there.
And there's two thought processes. When I'm a defense and I got the...
Going for the big play. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
Yeah, and that's tough, man. Golly, you got him wide open. And that catch. Whoa. You're not talking about a guy that's an average runner on the outside. You got to give him a little bit of a chance to run underneath that. Put a little more air under.
Fires and picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
That's the danger about being in a third and long situation. You've got to push the football downfield. The defense is expecting it. So they've got guys in the back end with their eyes on the QB. They're able to make the interception. This offense got to do a better job generating better plays early in drives moving forward.
A first down run in the red zone. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half.
And that looked like an easy decision for the quarterback. Hand it off, give him the ball, let him get 5+ yards. Nice decision. Nice job by the running back getting the yardage.
Got it back on second and goal. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this little third to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's third and goal. Quarterback check. They'll try to pass it in on third and goal. And it's caught! Touchdown, Maryland!
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. Keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll return it. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. first down. He lobs one high down the left side. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
Well, I like this quarterback being aggressive and taking a shot. Just a better play there by the defense.
And after the incompletion on first down, this offense looking at second down. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Looking to throw at Sanders. Starting to feel a little pressure. That pass is in. And they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down.
And the QB leaves the pocket and he scrambles out and he goes to his right. And I love how he keeps his eyes down the field, trying to make a play, trying to throw the football with a relentless chase. I love it. Get to the quarterback. He throws an inaccurate pass because he gets whacked as he throws the football. Nice job chasing by the defense.
Fires the pass. Intercepted.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision.
Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
They'll run the option. Quick toss. Across the 25, he's got room. And he caught that pitch in stride and was off to the races. A big gain and a first down for this offense.
Man, I want to be a running back in this offense. When you take that handoff to the right and you see that blocking and all the holes open up, it's a good sight for a running back.
You've heard of read and react. I think the defense read it. They just didn't react very well.
When you got that kind of a line, just all that push they're getting on that right side, they just pushed the defensive lineman back, got in the linebacker's laps, and man, oh man, it was brutal up front.
Just when they're looking run, now up top. He makes the connection. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half, maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Dropping back, it's Edwards. Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown, Terrapins!
One thing this team has shown early this year is not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them winning their first game. We've seen it here in this one, too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
And the extra point is good for a 28-14 lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff team has the ball teed up and they're about ready to go. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. And the return man reaches the end of the line and down he goes. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. I guess they're trying to send a message to start this second half, lined up for an onside kick. Cool as a cucumber as the Hands team makes a sure catch.
They're trying to pounce on their opponent with the lead in the second half, trying to steal a possession, but give the return team credit. They may not have been set up perfectly for that onside kick, but they're Johnny on the spot, and now their offense is licking their chops, hoping to go down and score.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Howard. And that will go backwards. A negative play, and that defense on high alert that time.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling to catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Back to throw, it's Edwards. A shot toward the end zone. And he's got it! Touchdown, Maryland!
The great thing about spreading a defense out, I can see where the blitz is coming from. I can see where they're weak. I can see my matchups. Nice job on the offense. Spread them out, taking advantage of their matchup, and getting in for the score.
And they split the uprights on the extra point. They're up 35-14. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. NC State delivered the knockout blow early in this one, en route to the type of win that can turn some heads there in the ACC. Trust me when I say the party is on in Raleigh. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings and the other heads home licking its wounds.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quick.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you've got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to go up top on first down. He's got the back in the middle.
Great job by the quarterback throwing against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his guy, and then throwing him open.
Throws to the wideout. Complete to the right. And it is a chunk play. A huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. And the Buffaloes are moving quickly down the field.
Let's go!
Wide receiver coming across in motion. He's looking to throw it. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Finds his big tight end. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. This offense has a second down play.
Get set! Get set!
Back to throw, it's Sanders. He'll take a shot. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Colorado! And now they'll empty the backfield for the two-point try. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit. They've got it to a two-possession game, but now going for the onside kick here in the third quarter. They're on it, and they get it back for another drive.
And I think this coach felt they needed something, right? You just scored, you created some momentum, you're still losing. Kick the onside kick, got aggressive, gets rewarded. Nice job by the onside kick team.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. He'll take a deep shot here. He makes a grab, and he'll take it in. They couldn't get him on the ground. Touchdown, Buffaloes!
On the ready?
And so many times the safeties tell the tape, and that's what QBs are studying and reading, and he drops back, and you could tell he sees his receiver coming from the right side, and he knows exactly where he's going to end up with that post.
Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off. Still a lot of time to go here in the third quarter, but they want the ball back right now with an onside kick. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done. Oh, and after the big gain, the ball's loose. And they were lucky that fumble went out of bounds. They'll maintain possession.
On the
Maryland has the ball back and the Terrapin offense ready to go. Things have been clicking along nicely, Jesse, but they have to make sure they keep it up.
Yeah, they got to wake up. It seems like they've been a bit lackadaisical here the last few drives, maybe as we've seen this lead dwindle a little bit, David. So they need a bit of a spark here, get that mojo back.
Yeah, and you always have the adjustments, and then your opponent adjusts, and now they got to readjust now because this game's getting a little bit tighter than they like.
And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get him to the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 20. Looking downfield, it's Edwards. Looking downfield. Makes the grab. Goes to the end zone. Touchdown, Terrapin.
That's number 2 on the day, having a day. I mean, you know he's going to catch the football, and you know he's going to make plays after he catches. Those are the kind of guys that you feature, and you find them, and they produce like this, you keep finding them.
He's looking to throw. Fires it incomplete.
Well, every coordinator has a couple of two-point plays in his back pocket. They dialed one up there. They didn't get it. Let's see how that affects the outcome of this one.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Oh, he's going to go for the return. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the ball in space.
And you already started, man. Making that big play, opening up this offense. This quarterback is feeling good about himself. I wouldn't be surprised if they give it right back to him.
You open a drive like that, and you've got some operating room. It's first down from the 38. He wants to throw. Steps away. He'll let it go down the right side. Underneath toasted coverage. Got it deep downfield. Touchdown, Bucks. And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
A lot of times you see those receivers, as soon as they get by the DBs, you know, that hand goes straight up in the air. I got him. I got to step on him. He got a step on him, and the ball was thrown perfectly out in front. You could see he runs underneath it, gets it, and gets the long touchdown on the go route.
He's got it for the 2-point conversion, and now they're back to within one possession. They want to try to pull even right now as they're going for the onside kick here in the 3rd. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
It's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Pollock.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
Okay, ready?
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11.
Cricket.
To throw, it's Edwards. Fires into traffic, it's picked off. Trying to take it back. At the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Colorado. And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return. Getting set for the point after. point was good. No incident there, and we're tied up in the third. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Maryland has the ball back, and the Terrapin offense ready to go. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive, throwing a pick 6, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
And this defense is falling out. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
To the air on first down. Grab behind the line. It's Hemby. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. And the Terrapins will hustle to the line. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Wants to throw on second down. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. The Terrapins will line up to punt it away. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
They're going to ride this running back. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
That has got to be demoralizing if you're on defense because they just ran the ball right up the middle, down your throats, and they gashed you.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. And the Buffaloes come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
Here we go.
He'll keep it himself. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7.
Ready up.
Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again.
Here we go.
Looking for a gap. It's Hayden. He showed it all there. A little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
Ready?
They have declared their intentions on this drive, keeping it on the ground. It's 1st and 10 again. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
The sweet feet buy a little time. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
And that is a huge missed opportunity for the quarterback. You've got your guy wide open in the end zone. You're not under pressure. You just got to hit him. That ball got away. And that's one he defense, they're mixing up their look. They're third and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage, so everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
And the try is no good. And after a missed field goal, guys, we are still locked up.
Well, that's when the kicker would like to have back. That's a kick he should be making in his sleep.
Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing.
Way there on first down and 2nd and 5. On the move, it's Hemby. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 27-yard line.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physical. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
Now the quarterback changing the original play call. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. And the Terrapins pick up the first down. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And of course he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I think the open one obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3.
Get set. 6-9-1. Gator score.
Back to throw, it's Edwards. Makes the grab on the left. And a good job in coverage there. They stop it after just a few.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5, than it is when you start getting those long yardage situations.
They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
And I love working with slot receivers. You see so much of that. It's about matchups, right? I can put a fast guy in that slot. Maybe get him matched up on a linebacker or a safety. I like working those guys in those matchups. Favorable for the offense for sure.
Makes the grab. It's Hemby. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
Quarterbacks love running backs who can catch the ball because they're stat patterns. That's an easy throw for this quarterback to make. He's just letting his running back do all the work. Get him the football out in space and let the magic happen.
The Terrapins have it with a 1st and 10. The give to the tailback. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm. Now they're letting them drive off the ball on first down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
Cut it. Cut it. Set. Hut.
The clock stops. 2 minutes left to play in this one.
Ready, ready.
Offense gets set for 2nd down.
3:25. Ready, ready.
Here's the handoff. And the Terrapins get enough for the first down.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29.
Easy.
Right back to the well. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5.
Unlock.
The lone back's got it. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chain.
I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride. They want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the 1st.
Ready.
This defense just can't get off the field. The offense
29
unstoppable.
Philly. 2-9 Philly.
Looking for room. It's Hemby. And he finds some solid space. Makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop it.
It's all tied up. This offensive line, they want the pressure. They want everything to go through them here. They're saying, look, let's just run the ball. Let's get this thing down closer and closer to the goal line. Let's bleed some clock and put ourselves in position to win.
They'll give it to the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. The defense calls the timeout, and that's their last one of the half.
You got to call the game to win it right now. Less than a minute to go. A field goal is going to do it for you. Every time you drop back and throw the ball, you're risking taking a sack. So if you're going to throw it, the ball's got to come out quickly. But I think at this juncture, you'd love to be able to run and give your field goal kicker a chance.
We've got a timeout on the field, and we are set up for a terrific finish.
On the ready.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Looking to throw, it's Edwards. Got the big pause on it, but couldn't hang on. Instead, it'll be 4th down.
This really has been a masterclass by the quarterback with decision-making, right? We've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in the game. He's understood when to take his shots and when to throw it.
It's they fake it, and the kicker's looking to pass. And it's complete. The fake field goal catches the defense with its pants down, and it's going to be a touchdown. Just textbook execution on the fake field goal, and triggeration equals touchdown.
And we saw them practicing this throughout the week. But when are you going to call it? Are you going to call it? Because you got to have the onions to call it in a big moment. They call it. They convert. What a call by the offense.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. Line getting set on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. He's taking the deep shot. And he makes the catch inside the 25. And he scoots out of bounds, picks up the 1st down, gets the clock stopped, and now they're in business in plus territory. Looking to throw. Now improvising. Got it. And he'll step out of bounds just short of the goal line. Almost a touchdown, but not in there yet. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Dropping back, it's Sanders. Looking to the end zone. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day.
We've seen this defense make plays time and time again in this game. They may have just sealed it with that takeaway.
So with the late lead, they're ready formation. And it looks as if the offense will just take a knee. They won the game today. That's 2 in a row. If they win the next one, it's called a winning streak. It's been done before.
And we're seeing the identity of this team coming to fruition. You just get the sense they're finding out who they are, what they're about, what they're going to do schematically, and who their big playmakers are.
Which is tough to do, right? It's tough to grow throughout a season and understand who you are. But when you stack wins week after week on top of each other and start to have success, you start to grow as an identity and you start to understand who you are.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer,